Hey, what's up? This is your girl Mari from the Plugg Magazine. So today we got an exclusive interview with Rickdogg. Rickdogg, what's up? These are tattoo artists here in Aurora, right? We're located in Aurora. So tell us where you're from.
Well, I'm from Mexico.
From Mexico.
Yeah, I'm from TJ, and then to Cali, and then I end up here in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah,
So when you say you're born in
TJ Tijuana.
Tijuana, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
what made you come over here, or why'd you move out here?
Well, when I was in Cali, I I have friends everywhere. New York, Chicago, and North Carolina, and stuff like that. And then one of them invited me to here to Chicago,
Yeah.
and then I just ended up in Chicago.
Yes, Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it though? There's nothing like summers in Chicago, that's for sure. Right?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. So you said okay? What part of Mexico?
Tijuana.
Tijuana. Oh, okay. Tijuana is in that.
It's
Border
with
that's like the border, right?
Border with
Oh,
Santiago,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from LA. So I was born in LA.
You from LA?
Yeah, I'm from LA, but I
live in Montebello too.
because we used to live in North Hollywood.
Okay, North Hollywood,
But
right in LA.
I was little, so I was like 6 months when we came out here. So I don't know Kelly like that. I went to Kelly like 2 years ago maybe, and that was it.
Okay.
So, I asked everyone in the interviews, are you single, married, or is it complicated?
No, married.
Married, okay. Shout out to your wife.
Yeah, Jessica, I love you.
So what inspired you to get into tattooing?
Inspire me?
Mhm.
Well, it was a lot of things,
Mhm.
First, I think my first love on art was, being around here, was airbrushing.
Okay.
Airbrushing was my first love. Like I've been drawing, I'm drawing and sketching, doing the, the Cali style letters for a long time, right? But then the first thing that I really liked was that I wanted to learn was airbrushing.
Okay.
So I had the opportunity to learn here in Chicago, Pilsen, shout out to Pilsen, because that was my home for a little bit,
Okay.
And
there's a lot of art. There's I think it's off I can't remember what street whether they have it's right by 18th Street, I want to say. They have that whole big mural by the bridge, underneath the bridge.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's by the end.
It's by Walcott, by a park.
Yeah, by the park. Yeah, like in the end, like the little curve right there. Yeah.
They have a lot of good art over there.
Yeah, definitely. And the museum is right there too. By the park.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Like right behind the park, there's Mexican arts.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. That one is right there.
I think we went there for a field trip one day.
Field trip?
Yeah.
They do the Dia de los Muertos. There,
okay.
Like a whole month or, a big period of time for just like, Mexican art.
Yeah.
Like the Dia de los Muertos. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So, what was the first time you did a tattoo?
First time?
Yeah. What you do? Like, what was it?
I did a rose in my homie. I little rose in my homie.
Yeah.
He was crying too.
Oh, he was crying.
He was crying. He was like, oh, I'm so glad. But
yeah,
and that was in Pilsen.
In Pilsen. So how old were you when you first started tattooing?
I was already probably maybe like 23.
Okay.
Yeah, I was already I already had a couple of years already brushing.
Okay.
And yeah.
How old are you now?
44.
44. Okay, so it's been a little while ago.
Yeah, that was a minute ago.
Yeah. So what was everybody comes in for their own ideas, what they want. So what do you think was the worst tattoo idea design? You saw somebody walk in once with it.
It's still nowadays. I don't know. There's sometimes you get the person that is like, you don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, and then, I want it. And then they still get it done. It's still like a lot of people come with like crazy ideas. Stuff that we don't want to do.
Right.
And I don't do them no more, But in the beginning, of course, you had to do whatever to bring the money and the client in. But,
right.
Yeah, no. No.
You get a lot of cover-ups.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Cover-ups, yeah. Cover-ups is like I think cover-ups is still like everyday thing and tattooing, Everybody have bad experiences. There's family tattoo, like people got a lot of tattoos. They always got one they don't like no more or that they mess up because they didn't know better in the beginning, and stuff like that. So
So how? Okay, so you're owner of Chi-Town Effects.
Yes.
Okay, how long how is it? What's the challenge of being a business owner for a tattoo shop? What are some of the challenges?
Nothing is easy in the beginning, like the challenge of get a permit, a license, other requirements, number one, I think any business, right? But I think for this type of business is a lot, it's a little more complicated than others because, you're doing something permanent, and the fact of a lot of people is real cool and they love it. Like it's so easygoing, but there's other people that kind of like sometimes they I don't know, like it's hard to deal with them. Right. And then there are people, for one person that talks bad or make a bad comment, it's like it spreads so fast.
Yes, the word of mouth, right?
Yeah, and then you do. And if that happens, that's the thing. This is the hard part. I feel like one person that is not happy, and sometimes it's like I don't feel like it's cool, like to do that, or they might. Okay, customer's always right, but us, that's why our trade is so different because we try to create and accomplish what we have to do for that person, but sometimes the ideas are not the same. Or I'm gonna do my art and here, do it, and then later, I didn't like that, like, oh well, and that's when is when it gets complicated, and I think the biggest challenge besides competition, besides city permits or rules or whatever is the person, like I want to make that client happy, every single one of them, and when something like that goes down, it's like I feel like it's like to me it's like the worst thing that can happen,
Right.
So
because you're right, because it is a permanent thing on somebody, so you want them to be happy with their gift,
And then like we do these, for a lot of times it's like we do this because we love to do this, we like to create, we like to do something that is gonna make you happy or that's gonna make you feel different about you or the situation you're living in, stuff like that. And I did, that's when
it's a little difficult. So how many artists do you have working at your shop?
The shop is like it's 3 of my guys and me, and I got my other boy that's the floor runner.
Okay.
So it's 5 of us right now at the moment.
Okay. I was talking to, I forgot his name, Ian, the guy that just left. The one that was
Louis?
Yeah, the one that you did his tattoo on his leg.
Oh yeah, Ian.
Yeah, Ian. Okay.
Ian.
They say he does tattoo removals.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a service that we provide now.
Okay.
For the last year or so, since last summer, or year and a half or so, we start doing that. Like I hooked up with somebody on Florida, and the company, I met the owner of the company and stuff like that, and then now we are providing the service, and he's my technician for that. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys get a lot of. I'm sure that's a pretty popular service.
It's popular, but it's something that's new on the market.
Okay.
Like usually people get laser removals,
right.
And now we're doing it in a different way.
Okay.
So that system that we use is it's kind of new period, so a lot of people don't know, and we have a good flow of people coming, but I think it will get bigger. And with the results,
right.
I feel like it's a good system, but we still looking at people's feedbacks and results.
Right. What do you like most about tattooing?
Tattooing, everything. It's our life. It's my life,
Yeah, right.
It's everything. It's talking to people, meeting all kinds of people. The art, the freedom. Sometimes when the client gives you the freedom, you feel like you're not even working.
Right.
It's like the vibes when you got good people around you. It's so cool.
Right.
It's so nice. Yeah.
okay, so so this is the only thing you do, or do you have another job?
No, it's my career as well.
Your career?
That's all I do.
Yeah.
Full time, that's, I take it like as a career.
Yeah.
Not as a job.
As a job. That's
my
what
career.
Okay.
I'm like 100%.
Yeah. Do you, how long have you been running Chi-Town Effects?
For about Chi-Town Effects, probably for like 17 years.
That's a long time. That's a very long time.
Yeah, same time we have here. Maybe like 18, I believe, 18? Because I was in a different location with another person. But since I'm running Chi-Town Effects solo. It's been like 17 years the time that we've been in this location.
Is this the only shop you have?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Yeah. Do you plan on opening another shop or?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had the option before to do it, and I decided not to because I wanted to really focus in this and make these locations successful.
How many customers on average do you have in a day, or do you tattoo every day, or do you have a certain days?
I tattoo every day. Well, me, I work big sessions in the morning, and I got one client a day because I work a big session at my client, and after that, like it's something new that I'm doing with my career. Like after that, I do separate my other career, which is body piercer, right? Okay. So I do all the piercings after I'm done with my client. Yeah, I get here early in the morning, work on my client, and then after certain time I focus on nothing but piercings, and I kind of separate. It's something that I start after quarantine. Okay. Doing it like because I was kind of combining it, but now I'm
now you have a more set schedule.
And more organized, and I think it's working real nice right now.
So, what's the weirdest tattoo piercing but people have asked you for that you were like, what? You were like, hey, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
What was the most awkward spot?
Yeah, awkward, when the guys come and they want,
The guys?
The guys come and they want, their private spears.
What?
Yeah.
I
don't know. I don't know. That's the only piercings I don't do. Everything else for sure. Yeah.
I mean, maybe you could if you tax a lot or something.
I need to tax a lot. and I don't like to do that. So
I guess what were they? I guess I don't know. That sounds painful.
It is painful. Like when I was learning, I was learning. Yeah. Now the piercings I learned on the north side of Chicago, and I seen my guy that was showing me how to do piercings. Like every time he'll do one, that person will pass out.
Oh wow!
And that don't really scare me, but I know it's painful because they pass out. And then like I'm like, I don't want to see somebody kind of like naked and then passing out. I'm okay.
Yes,
I don't want to.
No, I don't blame you. Yeah. So what's the longest session you've done in one session, and what was it?
For sure. I worked like 10 hours before in one client. Yes, definitely.
What did he get?
I don't do that no more.
Oh, okay.
But a dragon. A whole sleeve.
Oh, the whole sleeve? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Like I finished like in one day, like 10 hours of work. Wow. Yeah.
Was it color or just all black?
It was black and a little bit of red. I remember. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
That's my longest.
Yeah.
Other than that, nowadays I work top 6 hours.
6 hours. Okay.
That's what I usually do.
What's the last tattoo that you drew that took a long time?
That I took a long time.
Yeah.
I think I did 8 hours last time. It was a sleeve. It was like working in a sleeve that I didn't finish. But I was working a sleeve with roses. It was all roses. Okay. All roses. Yeah, it was a like 3 black and gray roses and a red and pink rose, something like that. Yeah, I think that was the last one. That was the longest. Yeah.
So what will you tell a younger version of you, knowing what you know now?
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of young, good artists. A lot of youngsters out there that they really doing good work. The only thing that I feel like they they're not. Well, how can I tell you? Of learning on my mistakes, what I said, I used to work super hard. I never really took a lot of consideration on my body. You know, like I just work. And then I forgot about like exercising, stretching, eating habits and stuff like that. You know, that's number one. You know, like kind of like you listen to your body. You know, because then you're gonna have issues on the future. You know, with age and all that. Especially on our hands and our backs are you know, like bad. You know, to most of the guys. And then the second is like a lot of the party scene, you know, like a lot of people nowadays. I don't like seeing good talent go to waste because of drugs, you know.
Or alcohol.
Or alcohol, exactly. But nowadays, I notice a lot of people doing heavy drugs, and they have this huge talent, and you know, I think it's sad for me to see that, you know. You know, I mean, thank God it wasn't my case, but I seen a lot of my homies going through that, and you know, I mean, definitely by myself, it was my body, you know, like I never really like took care of my body, like you know,
so you would tell your
stretching and this and this, so I can, you know, I had issues with my hands in the past and my back until nowadays, you know, and I feel like this is what they, you know, talking about art. I can't say nothing. I mean, everybody's got their own ideas, mentality, way, you know, to approach art. Like that's, I can say nothing about that. Like you free, like you show your talent, and you know, and that's you just go, you know, with that.
Do you have a favorite quote or saying you live by?
God first, family second, business third.
That's pretty. That's a really good order. Pretty good order.
That's what I have to live by.
So I want to say, you want to send any shout outs to anybody?
Of course, you know, to you know, like all the homies that you know watching this video, all the young artists for sure. You know, pretty much I'm an OG. You know, I've been doing this for 20 years, and you know. And I still love it and everything. I mean, just take care of your business, take care of your body, you know. And you know, for a young artist, like just keep doing what you guys doing. You know, art there's not the right way or bad way to do art. Just do your art, you know, and trust on your art, and you're gonna get there, you know. But also, of course, you gotta have a lot of how can I tell you, like. I don't know. You gotta have that faith, that hunger, you know, to get there and work hard. You know, because there's another thing that a lot of you know people. It's like then I feel like they need to be hungry. You know, a lot of people they got the talent, but also like these people that I feel like they're not hungry. You know, you need
like
to
they don't really want
know?
it. You need to really want it. Yes. So I want to say thank you for taking the time for the interview today. You know, we really appreciate AK, and I appreciate it. AK is my husband. He's right now incarcerated at a Texas prison, and so we're, you know, so free AK. You know, so hopefully, you know, he gets to come home soon. So and free all the brothers and everything. So you know, I just want to say, like I said, thank you. And everybody stay tuned. Everybody go. You want to shout out your social media accounts so everybody can go ahead and follow you and check out your art?
For sure. You know, my social media on Instagram is Rickdogg, and Facebook I'm under Rick Andrade, and Snapchat is Tattoo Rick. Right now, thank you so much. You know, I'm very happy that you took us in consideration for what you're doing, and I wish you the best, you know, and all your projects.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, like I just look at your magazine; it's a really good quality magazine. And you know, you know, shout out to all the people from all over. I really appreciate you guys. All my clients, all the people that come to the shop, you know, like I got love for all of you guys. You know, without all these, you know, like people that's been behind me and and kind of supporting me for all these years. That won't be no Shine Sound Effects, you know? Yeah, and of course my guys, my team, and even the guys they don't even hear no more, but they were a part of Shine Sound Effects, and then helped me to build this, and like I appreciate everybody, and my team now, like you said, like for sure, I got great guys, right?
Great guys, they're fun guys, they're cool guys right now.
Yeah, guys,
well, everybody, thank you for checking us out again. Like I said, everybody stay safe. Enjoy the rest of the evening. And again, it's free AK.